Morning. Welcome back to the farm. I have another crazy week of a million appointments. So this video is going to be, would you chill out? The chickens are very chickeny this morning. So this is going to be a video of a lot of little bits and pieces. As you can see, it snowed again. It's going to be 60 tomorrow. It was 30 yesterday. It's going to be 30 day after tomorrow. Then it's supposed to be in the 50s. Who the hell knows what the weather is going to do? So I'm definitely keeping my thoughts indoors and trying not to be too ahead of the season. But the first thing I wanted to do is introduce you guys to the tortellinis. So come on into the rabbitry.
Hello, babies. Oh, 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 oh. There's one. Oh. All right, we're going to do this smarter. Up here. Oh. Is that everybody? Okay, that's everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Say hello to the people. Look at how pretty. Yes, you are. You are lovely. 1, 2. I don't know if you can see her, but Aunt Julia is right at the base of the camera, making sure I'm not... Okay. I'm going to put them back. Everybody's back. It's all good. She's being very protective of her nibblings. These two are very good aunts to their nibblings. We saw this with Lydia when Julia had her first litter, that Lydia was doing a lot of the garden caretaking to give Julia a break, and it looks like Julia is now doing the same. So they're really good moms. The babies don't like to be messed with, and that is how it should be. They know that they need to stay safe. You're supposed to handle them as much as you can so that they're calm when interacting with you. I haven't wanted to handle these ones too much because it has been so cold. So they're a little skittish. And it's probably too late to do much about that, but I'll try and handle them all a little bit every day going forward just to start getting them used to me. And once they start eating treats, I'll bring treats out for them. So these are, what, now about 2.5 weeks old? They'll start coming out, now that their eyes are open, those have opened in the last couple of days, they'll start coming out of the nest more and more on their own. And we'll see where they decide that they want to hide out when they're in here. I'm going to make some new hidey holes for them and put some more hay in, and then they'll be good to go. I unfortunately had an incident the other day where I didn't latch this door properly, and I didn't latch Gordo's crate very well. And that was in the morning, and I didn't check them in the evening because I didn't want to mess with the babies. And so I came out the next morning to find Gordo running around in the run, and Lydia sitting on top of Gordo's crate, and Julia just kind of hanging out, chilling. So Gordo had had access to both the girls for basically 24 hours. And I'm sure he mounted Julia, and he probably mounted Lydia, and she is far enough out from her delivery of the tortellinis that she could have gotten re-impregnated. So we are now looking, I think it's April 21st, to see if we get another litter or two of rabbits. So what I thought was planning to be a fairly calm, low volume rabbitry over the summer with my surgery now looks like it's going to be absolute chaos. So one of the projects on my list is to get the outdoor run built so there's more room for all of these folks to move around in. But that's not happening today because I have to dig 2 holes for it, and it's too friggin' cold and the ground is still frozen. Let's go inside and do some gardening. Well, that week got away from me, but it's over now. It is Saturday evening. The chickens are all in bed, finally, once I chased them out of the creek. The rabbits are having nothing to do with me. In fact, anytime I go to pick up the babies, Julia tries to bite me. So we're going to have to do something about that. But I still want to get this gardening done. It is time. I'm very excited to start the tomatoes and peppers. Now, it may seem early. This is the last weekend in March, and those can't go in until the end of May, but they need lots of time to get established and get going. So I want to get them started today so we have plenty of time for them to grow and get separated and spread out and get to their good size, so when it's time to put them in the ground, they're in good shape. So today I am doing tomatoes.
I am gonna do one whole bed, so that's 20 plants of the Castelluto tomatoes that I had last year, because I have so many seeds from those that I saved last year. And then I'm going to do 20 in several other slicer varieties. I have to look through my peppers. It's mostly, I'm just going to do sweet peppers and a couple of snacking peppers this year. I like growing the jalapenos, but I don't use them, so I don't want to waste the garden space on them this year. And I can start lettuces and spinaches. So this is my first round. Now I'll start those every 2 to 3 weeks for the next couple of months and keep those in rotation, so I always have those in the garden. The spinach won't last much beyond June, just because it gets too hot. I need to see if I can find my tatsoi seeds, because that makes a great spinach substitute as the season goes on. And I really should plant more of it even than the spinach, because I don't have great luck with the spinach, and the tatsoi works really well and holds right into the cold weather. So, but I'm not sure where my seeds are. But let's get these tomatoes and peppers started, and then I'll see what I do about the greens.
that's not everything I wanted to get planted, but it's a start. I ran out of the plastic, which is fine. I can use any kind of plastic, and I've got a million feed bags, so I just need to cut them down. But I just don't have the spoons for it today. It was a long day. But so I'm trying to talk to the people. I got one variety of lettuce started and one variety of spinach. And those should germinate fairly quickly. And I should be able to get them straight into the garden fairly quickly. I would think by mid-April, I should be able to put those out in the garden. And as you can see, I have lots of other things that are ready to go out too. The peas are all germinating fairly well. All my varieties look, I don't know if it's as many as I'd hoped for, but it's still better than I had last year, so I will take it. And the cabbages and broccoli are going great guns. I'm going to have so many of these. I may just be eating greens, microgreens, fairly quickly because they have just all shot up. So I'm going to be really good in the brassica department. And again, as soon as those start getting their second leaves, I can at the very least put them out in the greenhouse and get them in the ground fairly soon. These guys are looking a little troublesome. It's hard to see because of the light, but look at how big they've gotten. So what I need to do with them is actually just put them straight out in the garden right now. Leave them in the seed snail and let them keep developing. But they will do fine out in the cold and with the rain and whatever that comes along. And I'll keep an eye on them. But they like these colder temperatures, so they should be fine just being out there. Some of these herbs are getting real lanky. I'm trying to think. I think that's my, well, no, I guess that's the savory. So that's going bananas. And I need to get those outside. My lemon balm is looking really good. I've got to... So my feverfew isn't coming up. This is valerian. This is, I'm pretty sure, lemon balm. Yep, that's definitely lemon balm. So those I can't really put out in the cold, so I've got to figure out something to do since these are getting so ahead of me. And then my parsley needs feeding desperately. It's gone great guns, and I really need to get that out. Oh, and my peppermint is starting to do well. The thyme isn't coming up. Oh, are you? No, that's the oregano is looking pretty good. Garlic chives didn't do anything, so that's disappointing. But so that's tomorrow's project, is to get some of those moved outside and make a little room. I'm keeping an eye on my incubator because those are due to hatch any day now. Technically, 21 days was on Friday. So if we're going to get hatching, it will be in the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for that. What do you want? Do not bite me. This guy has been a piece of work the last few days. I'm sure he's twitchy because of the weather. In the summer, I have a cat door that goes in the window so they can come and go all day however they want. Right now, I can't put that in. It's not warm enough for that. So they're kind of stuck until I notice that they want to go out and let them out. So they're both a little high-strung. Molly's over here playing with a rubber band, and now Gimli wants to play with Molly while she's playing with the rubber. It's chaos. But that's life on the farm. You should have been here yesterday when I came out with the box of blueberries for the chickens, and I called them, and half a dozen come rising up from the lower pasture over the hill like the Rohirrim attacking. It was pretty amazing. But they're taken over. I caught them over in the neighbor's yard, wandering around in the street. It's like, you ding-dongs. You've got this whole other pasture if you would just go over the bridge instead of walking around in the road. But, yeah, you can't control. They're basically still, even though they're domesticated animals, they're still wild animals. So I think that's going to be it for this week. Next week is going to be a mixed bag. I'm going to have a special guest star, but I'm not sure if they're going to make an appearance for next week's video or if it'll be the week after that. It is supposed to be warmer next week, so hopefully I will get outside and do some stuff, and I will bring you along to see what we're up to, and hopefully we'll have baby chicks. So come back and see what we get up to next time. Good night, everybody.